In Brussels, the wine-growing countries of Italy and Spain leading the pushback against Ireland. Dublin becoming the first nation to introduce tobacco-style health warning labels on beer, whiskey, and other spirits. For more, let's cross to correspondent Dave Keating. Dave, the wine-growing countries stating they're against these health warnings?
Yeah, and you might ask, why is it any of their business? Well, here's why. Ireland will become the very first country in the world to put health warnings on alcohol. There'll be three specific warnings. One general warning about the bad effects of consuming alcohol that will include liver damage, then a warning that pregnant women shouldn't drink alcohol, and also, most controversially, a statement that alcohol consumption has been linked to cancer. Now, the reason why this is an EU issue and not just an Ireland issue is that this is a pretty blatant breach of normal single market rules. A product is supposed to have the same general requirements everywhere within the EU single market. So there was big surprise when the European Commission behind me approved this new Irish labeling scheme 3 months ago. And that really made some countries in the EU very nervous, because what people believe is that the European Commission approved this because they are planning on introducing an EU-wide label, health label for alcoholic drinks. In fact, health advocacy groups here in Brussels have been pushing for this for some time, and just this week they sent another letter to Commission President Ursula von der Leyen asking her to put forward such a proposal before the end of her term in a year's time. Now, the wine-growing countries of Europe, Spain, France, and Italy have come out very strongly against this. They say that there is no proven link between alcohol consumption and cancer, and that this would lead to confusion for wine labels. Now, we may have a compromise in the works here. The alcohol industry is saying they might be happy with digital labels, so basically a barcode on the container of alcohol that would send you to a web page that tells you these things. But I think this is going to be a big battle because, especially from the silence from the Commission on this, there is a suspicion here that we are going to have an EU proposal mirroring the Irish proposal pretty soon.
And doesn't the Commission then fear it's going to be on the wrong side of history? We have the precedents with the tobacco industry and the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah, I think that is a very good point. Ireland was actually the very first country in the world to introduce an indoor smoking ban back in 2004. At the time, that was considered very audacious. Now, there's really very few places in Europe or in the Western world really left that you can still smoke inside a pub. So Ireland has been on the forefront of a lot of these health issues, and there is a concern that those resisting this now, it won't be a good look in the future. On the other hand, there is not scientific consensus about this link between alcohol consumption and cancer. And I think that third part of the label on the Irish drinks is going to prove the most contentious. The first two are fairly obvious, that the link between alcohol consumption and liver damage is clear, and it's clear that pregnant women shouldn't be consuming alcohol. If they stick with that, that may be less contentious. Maybe the wine-growing countries and the alcohol industry will say, okay, we could live with that. It's that cancer link that's really causing a lot of contentious here. On Ireland's side, they've admitted they were surprised by the Commission's judgment 3 months ago, but they are very, very certain, they're very, very forceful here that they want that cancer warning on there, and they say they will be vindicated by that. So we'll see. There may have to be some compromise here because if this stays as it is, with the labels only being required in Ireland, the Irish alcohol industry has said, look, and Irish bars especially have said, we may not be able to import French wine because they won't be willing to make a bottle that would be legal in Ireland. So in one way or the other, this is going to have to be settled. Just having Ireland having this labeling scheme is not a sustainable solution.
Dave Keating reporting live from Brussels. Many thanks for that update.